Hey guys, Linus here. Let's talk about tech myths. You know, those cool stories we hear about our gadgets. Some are true, some are not, but they're all super interesting. Tech myths are like urban legends for our devices. They spread fast, everyone shares them. It's hard to know what's real. But that's what makes them so fun to explore. Some myths are silly, like putting your phone in rice if it gets wet. Others sound more serious, like charging your phone overnight will kill the battery. Today, we're going to look at one big myth about saving your phone's battery. People say turning off your phone saves battery life. But does it really? Let's dive in and see what we can discover. Okay, so here's the big question. Does turning off your phone actually save battery? It's a myth we've all heard. Maybe your parents tell you to turn off your phone to save power. Or maybe you do it yourself when your battery is low. But is it really helping? The idea behind this myth makes sense. If your phone is off, it's not using power, right? Skeptic, when your phone is on, it's doing lots of things, checking for messages, updating apps, and staying connected to the network. So, turning it off should stop all that and save power. But here's the thing. Turning your phone on and off also uses power. And when you turn it back on, it has to do a lot of work, reconnecting to the network, checking for updates, and more. Could this actually use more battery than just leaving it on? That's what we need to find out. Let's put this myth to the test. Time to put on our lab coats and do some science. We're going to test this myth with a real experiment. We'll use two phones of the same model. Experimenter, here's how we'll do it. We'll charge both phones to 100%. Then we'll leave one phone on for 24 hours, connected to Wi-Fi and mobile data. For the other phone, we'll turn it off for 23 hours and then turn it on for the last hour. We'll do this experiment 3 times to make sure our results are consistent. Each time, we'll check the battery level at the end of the 24 hours. This will tell us which method saves more battery. Experimenter. But wait, there's more. We'll also look at how fast the battery drains when we turn the phone back on. Remember, we said turning on a phone uses power too. So we need to see how much. This will help us understand if turning off the phone is really worth it. Drum roll, please. It's time to share what we found out. After running our experiment, we have some interesting results.
Here's what we discovered about turning off your phone to save battery. The phone left on had about 92% battery after 24 hours.
The phone turned off had 99% battery after 23 hours. But after an hour, it dropped to 97%. So the difference was only 5%.
When we turned the phone back on, it used battery faster. In that first hour, it used 2% battery. So, turning off your phone saves some battery, but not as much as you might think.
So what do the experts think about all this? I reached out to some tech gurus to get their take.
Sarah Chen, a mobile tech expert, says, turning off your phone can save some battery, but it's not a big difference for most people.
Mike Johnson adds, The real battery drain happens when you use your phone a lot. Lowering screen brightness and closing unused apps can save more battery.
Tom Lee, a battery researcher, says, if you're not going to use your phone for several days, turning it off can help.
So, what's the bottom line? Turning off your phone saves some battery, but the real savings come from how you use it when it's on.